All right. Hey, Blasphemers, we are guestless. And we are about to start right now. Hey, Blasphemers, welcome to Simple Blasphemy, where we have the best times with the worst topics.
We're three friends that discuss everything and nothing, from wacky headlines to games and trivia. All subjects bizarre and risque are on the table.
Our weekly guests range from friends, musicians, and artists to professionals in a variety of industries.
We go live on Facebook and YouTube every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Want to support the show? Join our Patreon. You can find it and more at www.simpleblasphemy.com.
So grab a drink and join it!
It's too late now. This is Simple Blasphemy.
Woo! All right.
Make the sound.
Welcome to the Simple Blasphemy podcast, all you blasphemers out there. My name is Zach Ward, and I have with me always Andy.
Low. Hi, everybody.
Swinging low. And also Mr. Zach Green, the machine.
I don't like the way I sound, man. You know, but that intro, I could tell I've been drinking.
Especially during the
Yeah.
part.
That was
Hey, what a crazy time we live in, but this isn't going to stop us. You know what I mean?
Not at all. Even given the day.
We have actually
or the hour.
Yeah. We are in case you are audio listening to this later than when it's recorded here on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We have a United States election happening and tensions are high, folks. I've seen people that are fearing and having anxiety and in many cases rightfully so, you know what I mean? But we usually don't get into that stuff. But we do have the news that you need to know, which is way more important.
Oh my God.
Like butts and pussies and farts and boobs and all that stuff.
Chicken lips. And if you were joining us for the first time, and like it said in the intro, please consider subscribing, following us, give us some feedback. Having said that, I am more than excited that we have the game Zoom a little bit later in the show here, folks. We've debuted it a few weeks ago, and I feel like I've got a good one for you. So I'm super excited for that.
That's the last thing you want Zach to say in bed.
Yeah,
I
really.
feel
There's a good one in the, there's a good one in the chute.
there's a good one in the chamber.
Yeah. So by the way, share, like, and love, and do whatever you need to do. My buddy Terry's chiming in here. Yeah, there is that. Having fun and watching the news. People trying to sound intelligent. Yeah.
This morning I made a doo-doo caca pee-pee.
So yeah, say hi. If you're if you're watching, you can always chat. We see all that stuff.
We ignore some of it too.
To move forward, we like to give our shout out. We shout out the top 5 countries according to our audio only data, and I bet you can't guess it. Clocking in at number 1 is India.
Thank you, India.
My location just happens to be Pancot Palace.
Oh wow.
I see some fans back there.
Yeah,
wandering around.
Shukti day.
So, the number 1 city is in India, Bhubaneswar, India.
Wow.
25% of all audio. So, hey guys, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let us know what we can do for you. Second country coming into the United States, then Germany, United Kingdom, Canada, Brazil, Belgium, Austria, Russia, and Indonesia are the next runners up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Right.
Share, like, tell us what you need. We're here for you. If you have any questions about anything, hit us
I have a
up.
question. What is appealing about us in India? I'm just kind of curious. Is it just an accident? It's got to be an accident.
Somebody leaves it on every day at their house.
Yeah, it could be. Who
Throw
knows?
these guys a bone.
Alexia, or I don't know. Who knows? So having said that, we have our weekly shout out from none other than Tanner Wirtz.
What's up, guys? Tanner Wirtz here. I'm at Kroger, so I wanted to give a quick shout out to all the alcohol behind me because I think that's the real MVP of election night because we all are getting fucked up tonight.
All right.
I was just there, man.
Roger that.
So let's tackle a couple of news articles really quick, and then we'll jump into the game. Zoom. Here we go. Andy, what is this that you're... Ooh. That sounded like a different type of kindling.
This is a skeleton finger. It is a poorly crafted burning carpet.
Okay. Pure Michigan, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So let's dive into this here, folks. Article of the news that you need to know. Father builds his daughter a massive 50-foot pirate ship for Halloween.
I saw this.
And for all of you folks watching, here's a little picture of this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is...
Holy fuck.
Honey, I can't fit the Buick in the garage. I
Yeah,
told you
they're-
not to build it on the damn driveway.
He's got a skeleton on the very bow. I mean, he's got multiple...
Davy Jones opening
Yeah.
up his treasure box.
Yeah, Davy Jones.
Tentacles everywhere. It looks like a Japanese, whatever you call that, hentai porn.
6 cannons, it appears, in the
Hopefully-
boat.
Hopefully that's diagram so it can go up next year.
It's
If you
never
look,
coming down. It's going to be Santa's ship in
Oh,
a couple of months.
if I was his next door neighbor, I'd be totally cool with it.
The
man.
SS Easter Bunny.
oh, what can you do for St. Pat's Day?
I have no idea. Hentai. Thank you, Terry. Hentai, it's called.
I wish I had that much gumption, you know what I mean, to do something. I mean, that's Father of the Year, if you ask me.
That's right up there with the guy that built the roller coaster for his kid in the backyard.
I mean, second to none to Noah, who did it for his family, right?
Thank God. Fuck everybody else, though.
Dead God. So this was in actually New York City. Or I'm sorry, not New York City, but Rochester, New York. And yeah, 50-foot long, 20-foot tall pirate ship. And Green, if you do look up the article, you can see the bare bones of how he started it as well, with really just some 2x4.
What do you think the neighborhood association has to say about that shit? Because it looks like a pretty modern salt box house in a in a subdivision. So let's build a pirate ship and hope to God that the guy up the street who had to take his basketball hoop down doesn't own a gun.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's no interview with the neighbor next door or across the street.
Sometimes people are just fucking cool. End of story.
So yeah, he had music along with special effects, including fog and lights. So
Scurvy.
Unbelievable. Andy, you do crazy stuff. What's something? Have you ever done anything
I
just
built,
like this?
No, nothing even close.
A sandbox in the backyard.
I did build a sandbox in the backyard. I built the kids a fire truck out of a wagon one year, which came out looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I refashioned a Power Wheels for my daughter last year.
Okay.
So, but no 50-foot pirate ships. No One-Eyed Willie fantasies with my wife.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She has to sit at the table with an eye patch on, and then I get to do whatever I want, as long as it's from across the table.
And you don't touch the...
Don't touch the one on the scales. leave that for Willie.
That's Willie's.
It's one-eyed Willie.
He had asthma. Green, you build shit all the time, dude. You can't tell me you haven't made some kind of fantasy happen for your significant other. So,
tell us about the sex dungeon you built.
I had sex in my Sega Turbo cockpit.
Oh, that's creating something.
Didn't you sit in that?
Yeah, that's one of those sit-down arcade games.
I actually
from
did all
1980. Was it 2?
Yeah,
that's about that. So I didn't really build anything yet. I'm supposedly, from what she tells me, I promised her an altar.
Oh,
but I have not gotten around to building it yet.
That's real nice.
Sorry, honey. The sacrificial altar is going to have to wait.
That comes from that comes.
God damn it!
In retirement.
Goddamn COVID put that Pet Supplies Plus out of business. Damn it! We have to drive far now.
You can just order it offline.
Okay. So, the next news article coming in here is, I tell you, man, this is crazy. I didn't know this existed. KFC's chicken scented firelog is back for the holiday season, and it's back. I mean, is this like the McRib of holiday treats?
It's wrapped up poop.
Do you actually burn it or can you eat it?
No. This is for the fireplace.
Okay.
And I hate to say this,
Wait,
but this is
are you serious?
Yeah,
I was under just the idea that it was just fucking food being cute and
it can only be purchased at Walmart.
A spicy chicken log.
What
this is the society you guys wanted.
No, literally, I thought that was
spicy
like something you could go and order and eat at the KFC.
Is it like a brown bag?
Yeah, just to try to be like, different, like the what is it, that one Whopper sandwich that's all black?
The Midnight Whopper or Evil Whopper or whatever it was.
No, this is a seasoned log with 11 herbs and spices.
And what is that going to fucking coat the inside of your chimney, and then the next time you actually have a legitimate fire, it's just fucking blowtorch out in your fucking chimney.
The idea is that you're going to coat your wife's chimney because she likes the smell of fried chicken.
We're not playing what's the price, bitch, but maybe we should really quick. So let me just cue this one up. What's the price, bitch?
Hi, buddy.
Man,
How you doing, buddy?
With the fucking motorcycle handlebar mustache is fucking just fucking.
Anybody even in the chat? How much do you think this 11 herbs and spices fire log runs you at Walmart? Andy, what do you think?
I think $24.99.
Okay. Green?
$12.95.
Ooh, somewhere in the middle. $15.88.
How much?
Just shy of a bucket of chicken. $15.88.
So it's
like a bucket of thighs.
It's priced like the chicken. Okay. I mean, I gotta hand it to KFC for remaining relevant. And they've had a lot of chicken places have come and gone, but Kenny Rogers Roasters, for example.
Yeah. So before we really, move too farther from this, I really do have to read this. KFC is also making the firelog available internationally this year. There
you go, India.
It was to be sold in Canada later this fall. So hang tight, write your local KFC, give us a log.
Perhaps we could order a KFC chicken log and we'll split it 3 ways and we will burn it and we will give our review on this chicken log.
Do you think you burn the chicken log that's at both ends?
Ball chicken log.
Yeah. So I'm almost want to order one of these things. You know what I mean? And
yeah, split it and check it out. Maybe give everybody's a little crumble in their stocking this year.
Well, hold on. It's bonfire season for us in our part of, Michigan and Ohio. Now, can you imagine going over to your friend's house, sitting around the campfire with your friends, clearly social distancing, and then right when you notice that nobody's really looking,
you take the chicken log.
And people are like, what the fuck's that smell?
Something smells delicious.
Jesus.
So what they don't tell you is that it's basically the grease trap formed into a log, and you're just burning a giant thing of chicken grease. Zero waste, everybody. We're talking about perfection.
Or
it's a perpetual motion machine, only it's chicken grease.
Worked at KFC. You don't understand how gross. I can empathize with that. I mean, that's ew.
If you have one of those diesel engines that is converted to actually fucking burn fucking grease, those are perfect fuel sticks.
Seriously, it could be like the DeLorean in Back to the Future. You could just open up.
Yeah, Mr. Fusion. Yeah,
I thought could it be just an economy?
That's like fucking Turbo Blue, motherfucker.
I thought could it be like an
10 octane,
an economy like brake pad, perhaps. I don't know.
Are you saying that we should go to people's houses that are having fires and social distancing and putting an economy brake pad in the fire? So well, let's see how long it takes them to notice.
If it's a KFC firelog. Yeah, I definitely think that's something that we should do. Can you imagine like what people's reaction would be? Because it would be noticed. I mean, that's
I mean, as long as it smells exactly like the chicken.
Or after your doesn't fucking body did its magic to the chicken, what the fucking bowl smells like.
Your biological magic.
Anybody that's worked at KFC, like I did in high school, that's basically what your clothes smell like when you came home.
Dating somebody that worked in the food industry was always difficult because they would always be around you after work smelling like whatever they had, but like it's everything. It's not like they just make one thing. It's like pizza. Cool, yeah, you smell like pizza. That's okay. But person working at Applebee's or something is gonna come home smelling like
Long John Silver,
Cajun fried ice cream.
I had a friend in high school that he worked at whatever fast food fucking place. But he came over after work one day and just came straight over to the house, and I was upstairs, learning whatever. I was in a band at the time, and he picked up my guitar. And when I came back in the room, he was playing the guitar, and then like later, like the next day when I picked the guitar back up again, I had a total of fucking guitar. It was a fucking greasy, slimy, wet piece of fucking. I had to total it. I had to call the insurance company. I didn't think that was possible just from somebody that was just working at a fast food place to come just pick up an instrument for like less than a minute, strum a couple chords and put it down. It was fucking totaled. I had to take it completely apart and fucking clean it.
All right, hold on a second.
So this guy's nickname was Drippy?
All right, a neighbor of mine used to fuel a Mercedes with oil he collected from fast food joints.
Yep.
It smelled like McDonald's French fries every time he rolled by. I've heard of that.
I don't know. I know that it's possible on a diesel engine. I don't know if there was like some type of kit you could put on a gas engine, but I know it's really possible and somewhat easy to install on a diesel engine.
All right.
And some guy literally drove around the world with his Hummer, just stopping at fucking restaurants and fucking filling up with fucking grease.
Can you imagine driving around? You would never want to eat that food ever again.
No, it's like the spit tank, All right. Well, I'm excited to play this game, Zoom folks. So basically, let's just get with this. Feel free to, if you're in the chat, to Zoom along with us. Basically, what we're going to do is have a picture with the microscope. It's zoomed in. And then we are going to try to guess to the best of our ability what that is when the picture is zoomed out. So for all the audio listeners, we're going to try to get as descriptive as possible. Mm-hmm. Mr. Green has the honor of kind of describing what the zoomed in picture is this time. You do a good job of that. So let's just start with number 1. Here we go. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
No.
This is what I've been waiting for. All right. Green, can you describe this to our audio viewers, what you think this is?
It's the seam of an undershirt where it meets the armhole. Okay. And it looks like it hasn't been changed out for a couple days, and there's Just a lot of fucking body juice. Fucking soaking.
Andy, what would you guess this is? Because Green
I'm still hung up on body juice. Which
Through
you
the
totally
pores, baby. Through the pores.
So body juice got me thinking about older people, and it's somebody's grandma sitting across the field with her legs spread, and beckoning somebody.
You beckoning
somebody.
All right, hold that thought. Julio, where do you reside? Where do you reside? He says football player's crotch. Let's see if I know that we probably have a little bit of a delay, but let's see, where is he from? If you don't mind. Juice it.
Juice, gonna juice it now.
Oh, this was
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Okay. Well, I got to tell you what, Julio actually is absolutely correct, and Andy kind of had it. It was David Beckham.
My wife's gonna want you to go ahead and email that picture to her.
Yeah. So he is a very famous soccer player, and he has chosen to basically give himself a wedgie in this photograph, and the zoomed in portion was of his package.
I would like to think that entire hang on, can you put that picture back up? I would like to think that entire bump there is just a big penis head, and that's about the extent of it.
Yeah, and very well. I mean, that's probably
he unnerves everybody in the locker room.
All right, well, this makes way more sense because
the statue of David
Julio says born in Argentina. They clearly are into football. And for all you stupid Americans, that's soccer. Okay, so here we go. Picture number 2, zoomed in. Mr. Green, can you give it a description?
That's just some guy with a fucking ball broom and his upper teeth and his lower lip.
Soup strainer?
And who it might be, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe Freddie Mercury.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
because he was, good with the ball broom.
Okay, that's great. That's a great. Andy,
the last thing you see when going down on your girlfriend for the first time. I think it's actually
what?
Jesus, I don't know what.
I agree with Julio. It's Borat's smile, though. That's.
Jesus.
Oh, there you go. There it is. Oh, there it is.
Good job, dude.
God damn.
2 for 2, dude.
In the house.
I clearly
that canine is unmistakable.
Yeah. All right. Now, clearly, I'm hoping these were warm-ups. So this next one, I believe, hopefully will throw you guys for a loop, but let's just see what happens. Green, can you please describe what you see in the magnifying glass?
It looks like somebody with no upper lip.
Is it Mitch McConnell?
Tongue partially, about to come out, just about to go over the bottom lip and covering the teeth. And obviously, it's it might even be the guy that is modeling the actual picture in another picture.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Andy, do you have any?
Boy, well, I'm gonna go with the turtle mouth.
All right.
Oh shit, Julio did it too.
All right, turtle mouth. Finally,
which is the last nickname you want.
I
like the guy in the picture is fucking turtle mouth.
I finally got one past the goalie, no pun intended. Here we go. Bam!
Oh, it's turtle mouth though. This is how big my penis is.
It is a picture of the famous scary scene for us young kids of E.T. when the flashlight makes it to him and scares the bejesus out of all of us back in the 80s. In the cornfield. All right, fun so far?
Magic turd monster. Oh, I can get down. I like it.
All right. Green, take your sip. You are ready. Are you lock and loaded? Are you drinking the mules today?
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, I'm on my second one, man. It's my drink of choice these days.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here is the fourth zoomed in picture.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I know what
Green.
that is.
Give some colors too, so that people can imagine.
Oh, yeah. Give us some color.
I don't. It kind of reminds me of somebody fucking blew their load on a fucking peach. On the outside of a peach, and, so it's like a fucking load mixed in with the fucking peach, and then somebody put it in the freezer, and then it got lightly frosted. You definitely got that frost line right there.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Okay. Leo says an icky toenail.
I was gonna go with that too. That's some nasty cuticle ass, fungus ass. Oh god damn it. Hey, wait. What is the one on the left? There's the toe on the left that's like asking the other one if it wants to like go out on a date.
What is it?
Well, you and that little wart want to go on a date, buddy?
Yes, if you couldn't already figure this out, these are some wretched toenails.
And that might not even be anything wrong with those toenails, man. That might just be a fucking old person's fucking foot that the only thing is that it's fucking old.
I don't know.
Does he cut his fucking toenails? I'm sorry, does she cut her fucking toenails with a butter knife?
Yeah.
And why are they laying on a medical napkin?
That's like I can't even fucking reach over anymore.
Are these amputated toes?
That actually, that actually looks like some fucking healthy old people fucking feet.
It looks like Jamie cracked corn, and I don't.
That's what we all got to look forward to, man. God damn it!
Oh god, it gets worse. Okay,
blowing a load on a peach, baby,
and blowing a load on an old person's feet, baby.
Fifth and last.
Oh come on, we could do this all night. We could just make a whole best of, like the Golden Girls sitting around a table.
I know. Here we go. Green, can you give a description for what you see zoomed in?
I don't know. I might be looking at.
Well, describe it for somebody.
There looks like a little permafrost.
What color are we looking at?
Like it looks like maybe somewhat snow covered or frost covered towards the top, and then it slightly turns into a darker type of
shade of pale.
Yeah, or whatever. I mean, we could be looking at like Uranus, or maybe even the famous Planet X, but I don't think it's as exotic. It's
Andy?
I have no idea.
I believe this. We are looking at a picture of Morrissey's jawline.
Morrissey's jawline. Any more guesses in the chat? Anybody?
Ooh, moldy cum stain on Monica's dress. Do you think they ever cleaned that?
Fucking gross spores, man.
Seriously, do you think the Bill Clinton's seed on that dress? It's Jennifer Aniston's titty.
Yes, folks. It is literally Jennifer Aniston, aka Rachel Green,
aka the co-star of Friends.
She is in a free the nipple mode. God bless her soul. Gray t-shirt with "It must be chilly outside."
She's got a little turtle shell hanging around her neck too. Looks like she slaughtered that turtle, or it's a ravioli.
I would have never guessed that in a million years.
Yeah. Well, what'd you guys think?
As always, I love it.
That was fun.
I got creative mind. I can get down with that game.
Okay. Well, it's fun. You guys.
I think the same reaction we had last time. That's how awesome it was.
It was fun. Well, why don't we just jump to a couple more articles and give our final thoughts and
the real news, baby.
Yeah, the real stuff here. All right. But before we do, I bet that t-shirt had some cum on it, though.
Brad
Julio,
it was the jerk off rag. or t-shirt or whatever.
What is
Crusty,
the
kind of hard.
weirdest thing you've ever had to use?
Huh?
What is the weirdest implement you've ever had to use in order to clean up?
Oh, I don't know. You're saying to clean up?
To clean up when you were done having sex or finishing.
I wasn't ever trapped in the wilderness where I had to use like a, honeycomb or something, or.
Oh, look, it collects it. Nice.
I'm assuming you have a story because I can't.
No, it's not really. I'm just genuinely curious.
Sanitary wipes.
But like in like a pinch, you've never been like, okay, so there's the box of tissues right there, but there's no fucking tissues in it, so we're going to rip the box apart and we're going to use the box to clean ourselves up.
I had to use a
Spanker Chief. Thank you, Alan. Spanker Chief.
I had to use a Ziploc bag once that already had it already held like potato chips.
Oh God!
So it was already kind of like
as a condom?
Greasy.
No,
just to clean up with. Just to clean
up with.
That went a little like, I didn't think it was gonna drip there.
I got it in your hair. I'm so sorry. Here, let me grab this plastic bag since we don't have anything else. We're not going to use your shirt.
A greasy bag of potato chip.
It was a Ziploc bag of potato chips.
Did you break out?
That was already eaten. It was just the empty bag sitting there, but that was the only thing within reach.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're in a situation where you can't go run to the bathroom or anything like that.
But don't worry, the grease was on the inside of the bag. The outside of the bag was still just hardcore fucking,
covered with cum,
plastic and cum. That
had to be really frustrating to clean up with.
Oh yeah. It's just like it's like pushing
crinkle.
It's like pushing oil paint around with like the same shit.
Green, you're on fire today.
It just fucking smears, man.
Stand away from the flames.
Oh God, it's like wiping up with like Play-Doh or something. Yeah, nasty. All right, well, let's get a couple more articles in here before we adjourn. Man sentenced after police find a loaded gun in his buttocks during strip search. A Louisiana man chose the cheekiest of places for hiding
the guy
a gun.
that wrote this article had been waiting their entire life to use that.
Yeah, definitely. The pistol is more than 4 inches long with a 2.5-inch barrel. I don't know where he holstered that.
Snub nose.
But bang.
Bang.
Bang. Andy, you're high. Come on. Let's see. As a part of the terms of his probation, he is banned from owning or possessing firearms.
Yeah, he wasn't using a holster. Didn't have his conceal and carry permit.
Yeah, flush holster.
Flush holster.
Visiting bars or lounges or indulging in excessive use of alcohol or drugs. What a crap deal, dude.
Julio says that's a lot
no
of bang.
fun. No fun.
That's a lot of bang for your butt.
Oh, Jesus.
That's good.
Wow.
I like that. Comment section tonight. Thank you very much.
Andy, good one, man.
Oh no, that was Julio. He came.
Oh,
up
was
with
that?
that. That was told. I was
my...
just telling the audio people that.
Oh, I didn't see.
There's genius happening in the chat.
Wow! Again,
inspired.
That begs star up tonight's podcast.
That begs the question, I guess, really to Green. Where's the craziest place you've hidden things? I mean, is it also been a potato chip bag in your?
Oh, I mean,
yeah, you get
hiding an actual physical object, or just like
or a finger.
Easter eggs.
Hiding a finger, like what? Like my own finger, my own finger, or somebody else's finger? And why would you be hiding such thing?
I've hid my finger a few places.
Knuckles deep.
I never.
Well, so for my example, like when I was first starting to be sexually active, I didn't want anybody to
formative
know.
years.
I didn't want my parents to know, obviously. So I would hide the condom in a toilet paper roll and throw the toilet paper roll away.
And your mom's like, I know what that smell is.
Oh God. No.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, it shouldn't smell if it's wrapped up in the actual
No, and then toilet
fucking
paper, and then you stuff it.
rubber
It's like you make a.
part of the visqueen or whatever you fucking call it. If it as long as it wasn't lambskin, I think that it should contain
It'll
the smell.
smell a little bit.
Like if it was just fucking blowing into a fucking like
what you're saying is
a brownie paper towel,
it'll bite back.
It would be wafting like potpourri.
It'll bite back.
And what makes you think that somebody's mom's gonna walk up to the trash bin, pick it up, and take a couple of huffs off of it really quick before they...
Only takes one. That's
and
a
like this, like
plaster of Paris.
and is it an actual word to actually physically like to dig through a garbage can to make sure what has been hitting amongst its treasures?
Dumpster diving.
Okay.
You know what? We can be productive together, guys. This is proof.
No,
I mean, growing up in Detroit, no shame and nobody hides anything. You just fucking flick it out the goddamn fucking window.
What do you mean?
The condoms,
like whatever it is
Spanker
that you
Chief
fucking
condom.
do, whether you got a murder weapon or you a fucking semen-filled condom or.
Why do you think people conceal things in a butt or a vagina? Or do you know why? Who says like? I mean, do you think that's last resort or?
Their thought is like, oh, nobody's gonna want to fucking like look between my fucking ass cheeks.
Right. Yeah,
and that's the first place any type of law, you know.
I mean, do you leave like a finger's worth of like a mayonnaise wipe and just to make sure it's a little dirty that people are discouraged even?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, if you're gonna get cavity searched, the first notion is to shit your pants. Pretend a bear's attacking you.
Oh. Okay.
Well, yeah, because I mean, no, because then they'd have somebody look through the poop. That sucks. Sorry.
Or just say that you had some type of surgery to where you had to have a colostomy bag, and right when the cop's about to walk up, you
pump and dump.
Even if you have to carry a little bag around if you're doing unlawful type of shit, you carry a little bag of shit around and you just break it open. Sure. And the moment the cop or whoever is searching for things comes up to the car and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. My colostomy bag just fucking burst. I got to get the hell out of here." And then they're like, "Oh, go." Just
Pistachios yesterday, huh?
I'm sorry. That's not an original idea. I knew somebody had fucking pulled that trick once and it fucking worked.
I can imagine them getting home at night. Keys go on the desk. Wallet goes on the desk. Handy bag of shit goes on the desk.
As long as it doesn't get permeated.
You don't have the type of control to actually extract what you've inserted. You know what I mean? Like, that's why people have to go to the hospital. I mean, what type of what's your thought process, Green? Like when you're like, I've got to get this out of my butthole somehow. Do you call a buddy?
I don't know, man. I just
phone a friend.
Butt assistance.
I've been shown a lot of videos by a lot of fucking friends that think they're fucking being funny and stuff. But just the whole ass play thing, I don't get it. I don't want to see it. But the thing that really burnt a hole in my memory is that one guy that tried to shove a mason jar up his ass, and then halfway up, it fucking just shattered from the pressure of the O-ring, and then the other half of the video is him just screaming and picking out shards of glass out of his ass.
I mean, is that
all the while the Rolling Stones shattered?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!
Do you look for like the balloon knot in the balloon knot? You know what I mean? Is there
my ass is in tatters.
I don't know, man.
Should we move on from this? Probably.
Yes. It's splattered all over Manhattan.
The last article of the night, folks. Oh, what you got? What?
No, I don't know,
okay,
great. I'm thinking about the podcast and just about how it always reverts to fucking shit and poop. And then the better side of it, butts and pussies, and then you maybe throw some farts in there, and And I think about like, man, 47 years on this planet, and like, what did I ever fucking achieve? You know, really not too much, and then not, you know, I mean, it's just
all of this.
Yes, this is.
I mean, I can, you know, I can build a lot of shit. I can restore a lot of stuff. I've rebuilt a lot of things, and it's now we're talking about just like I don't even want to talk about it. It's like it always seems like I'm always talking about like fucking juice in one sense or another. And I'm highly disappointed in myself in my lot in life.
Feel the dark side
about
of
all
that.
Juice your pants.
Fucking goddamn it.
Juice. All right. Article of the news that you need to know today.
You got something better, man. Bring us home with something meaningful, Ward. Bring us home.
Man juices his pants. Just kidding.
I got them election night shitter jitters.
What a just
okay. Connecticut woman arrested for drunk driving twice in one day.
That's a fucking accomplishment.
Yeah.
Usually you're tied up for the rest of the day.
A Connecticut woman was arrested on Saturday for driving while intoxicated and headed to the liquor store shortly after, where she was arrested again for the same crime. Ellen, 64 years of age, crashed a 2012 Lexus sedan into a parked car around 2:30 p.m. Police said they could smell the alcohol on the woman's breath, according to NBC Connecticut. Jesus Christ. She was charged with a DUI in possession of a controlled substance for a painkiller that was discovered inside her purse. 6 hours after being released, she headed right back to the liquor store. My God.
You couldn't get a ride? Call a fucking Uber.
Yeah, is that like a... I mean... I know Girl Scouts and shit have badges, and for them, you know.
Well, for smart things, is there like dumbass badges we can give people?
Like, well, you know, I mean, you hear stories about like a case in point, like Nikki Sixx. You know, he fucking kills himself, and you know, his heart stops from doing what was it, heroin, fucking shooting up or whatever he's doing. And then like he gets out of the hospital, you know, gets released, or whether he walked out or whatever, but. The first thing he fucking did is fucking do it right over again. So I mean, it just sounds like a classic case of stupidity.
Classic case of dumb shit.
Fuck, man. And then why is that so prevalent in America right now?
Andy, could that be like considered double jeopardy?
Yeah, right. Right? You can't do this. Yeah, it's already happened.
Can't do it.
Can't do it twice.
Watch me.
Yeah.
Starring Charlize Theron.
That's
64-year-old woman.
That's actually sad. That's a sad story.
The painkiller was discovered in her butt.
That's a good delivery system.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
2021.
Like a Pez dispenser.
Fuck.
Grandma, I need my pill.
Fucking mainline Florida, baby.
All right. Well, guess what? If you made it this far,
I'm sorry.
We appreciate it.
And you're much too kind. Thank you.
All the things your mom says about you are true.
And you've made it this far, you're probably someone interested, so I'll let you know. We have my buddy Matthew from Alexander Pedals on next week, and he has a phenomenal story about his pedal company. He's one of the best. He's one of the few people that do actual chip. Am I going to say DSP? Is that right or wrong? He actually has his pedals are programmed. He literally programs. They're not resistors and transistors all, bunched like other people. So we'll get into that. And also his brother at a very young age passed away from a childhood cancer, I believe. And a lot of the proceeds from his pedals do go to the specific foundation. We're going to dive way into that next week. It's going to be super interesting. So we hope to see you return next week. Other than that, Yeah. He shot the food.
You shot the food.
Other than that, guys, anything you want to say before we go cry and watch the TV and see how
Please come back.
it's
right.
the end of the world
Please
as
come
we
back.
know it, and I feel fine. All right, folks, we'll see you next week. Appreciate it, and love
Good
one
night
another.
and good
Over
luck.
and out.
Oh, hey,
Oh, what happened to Andy? Got lost?
we're not even supposed to be on right now.
I know. We can go if you want to. I don't. Just shutting down here.
Shutting everything down.
I'm shutting everything down. I'm out.
Before we turn this all off, what's your favorite? Can you grab one of the guitars that are in your room? Just grab one and just give a brief story about it. Come on, this is Easter egg after the show. They're right behind you. Just grab one, tell a story. Come on, Green.
Okay. All right.
Get something good. It could be someone else's guitar. It doesn't have to be your Kazazma Maz or whatever it is.
God, there's
Nino
so many-
Betancourt or that red. What's that red one right there, right in the
Something
front?
That's something I fucking made. That was basically my main guitar when I fucking played out my whole career.
Something.
I cut it out on the fucking jigsaw and fucking kept breaking blades every fucking 20 seconds.
All right, grab some.
Do you want just oh god?
Grab something. Let's do show
All
and
right.
tell. Come on. You know, let's switch it so you get main screen. We're diving deep into the. Is there another chamber? Perhaps. I don't know. Let's see here. Wow, sounds like we're unzipping. Oh, thank God. Came off the guitar. I thought he took his pants off. Oh, yeah. Infamous. You are in luck here, folks. This is before I started working forever.
All right.
Show and tell. Give a backstory. Here we go.
I don't know. There's so many guitars that have so many different meanings and different forms of experimentation and stuff. But I have to say, this is probably one of my fucking favorite ones, man. A customer of ours had one of those limited edition flat rocks. There was only 12 made of each color. I think it was
Must have been 2012 then.
Yeah,
had to have been because Ken was only
you're
doing.
Right. You're right. 2012. We did. God, what was it? It was blue, red. I don't know. I forgot the other colors. Everything blends after a while. But this was a blue one, and the person we sold it to, his house burnt down, and he had a big guitar collection. It had a separate music room, so there's only 3 guitars that survived the fire and
kind of survived.
Kind of survived somewhat. I mean, everything else you couldn't even tell there was a guitar, but there was 3 reverends he pulled out of the fire. There was a roundhouse, a charger, and a flat rock. So anyways, the first guitar he pulled out was a charger. He contacted Ken, and Ken thought it was kind of cool. Hey, send it back here. We'll kind of get it working for you again and send it back to you. So I mean, that was an easy job. All I did was take all the parts off it, even the neck, just clean up the body, put a clear coat on it, put all new parts on it, send it back to him. He was tickled pink. I got a lot of press. But then he found a roundhouse in the fire. He's like, oh, this is not too damaged, too bad. I think I can take care of this myself. And he cleaned it up, restrung it, worked great. And I just like, oh man, if you find another guitar, man, can I have it? Just joking. I was just joking. He's like, sure, man. So oddly enough, he finds another guitar and it happened to be this flat rock. And he fucking sent it to me.
Well, give it more in the camera. Okay, so the original paint is only the very bottom on the front, and then the back. Yeah, it was burnt or crisp. Then the neck's super duper burnt. What did you have to do that neck? Didn't you do something to that?
Yeah,
one?
well, everything. What I wanted to do on this one is I literally wanted to actually try to just restore everything. I wanted to keep as much of the original guitar as possible, and the only thing I really had to replace was the pickguard because that completely melted off. But everything on this guitar is original, from the electronics to the pickups, even the tuning machines. The tuning machines were the hardest part to restore on this guitar because if you look at the actual head parts, they're actually, people don't realize this, most tuning machine heads are, at least the metal ones, are filled with lead, and lead has a very low melting point, and they completely kind of fucking melted off, and they're keyed, so they're like there's like a square key, and they're screwed in. So anyways, I spent the most time with these tuning machines. I took them all apart, replaced all the plastic washers, and I just totally had to fucking rebuild them. Lots of epoxy, but they're the original tuners. The electronics, I never really had to do anything with the electronics except repot the pickups, because with the pickups, with the windings, is that on any decent type of pickup, they're usually dipped in wax, and it's to keep all the coils from vibrating, causing feedback. I had to repot the pickups, but everything worked. I mean, the first thing I did when I got it from him, right from the fire, I plugged it in, and it fucking worked, man. So it's the original pots. Everything is original except the fucking pickguard, and then the back plate for, the base contour. But what I did is just kind of fucking clean it up the best I can, the body, and I dipped it in that 2-part epoxy. There's a name for it, but you usually see it in bars, to where they put a bunch of bric-a-brac on the bar, and then they pour this fucking clear stuff, and it fucking seals it in there. It's really
sets pretty quick.
Yeah. So, and that's what this is. I just sealed everything because this guitar, being in a fire, smelled really bad, and I sealed everything. And I spent a lot of time with it. It's one of my best playing guitars. It wasn't burnt on purpose. It was actually in a house fire. So,
what about the frets? So they didn't those original, or?
I had replaced maybe 1 or 2 frets, but most of them are original. Because the only reason I replaced the frets is because when the guitar was burning, they kind of worked their way out and fell off, and they were missing. Okay. So the frets that were still in the in the fretboard when I got it are original. I put everything back together, glued everything, made everything was secured and tight, and I just did a fucking fret level.
And that's the Phoenix. Is that what you call it?
The Phoenix 2. The first one I did for the guy called the Phoenix, but this is the Phoenix 2. It's not as famous as the Phoenix 1, but everything on this guitar was in the fucking house fire. And I actually did a little.
Julio says, "What did Zach refinish the fretboard with? It looks very shiny. Is the same epoxy?"
The same 2-part epoxy.
Okay. And he's saying resin epoxy?
Yeah, whatever there's a name for that shit. And I think the back of the neck is that stuff, but I think the actual fretboard, I think it's Krylon triple thick. Because I didn't want it to be too thick. I didn't want it to be like those 1970 fucking Stratocasters. So what I did is I did that 2-part epoxy on the back of the neck, and then for the fretboard, after I did all the fret work, I just did I taped off the frets and did triple thick, the same stuff I used on pinball back glasses. But I did a little shout out to my deceased father. He was a Detroit fireman, and a little shout out to Van Halen back when Eddie was alive. I put up my dad's old fire helmet, and I did a what do they call those on YouTube?
Tribute.
Yeah, tribute to the Van Halen song "On Fire" off of
I remember that,
their first album, and I used this guitar.
Why don't you find that and send it to me? We'll put it on the Facebook page tomorrow.
We'll do that.
That's awesome, man. So, I've always that was a guitar I was just tagged in before I even started working at Reverend, because Ken was so proud of the work that you did.
This is the most time I've ever put in a guitar was this thing, and I've built fucking guitars from fucking scratch, almost like literally fucking cut down the fucking tree, take the wood to some place that fucking dries it out, so you don't have to wait for the drying out process. But this was the most time-consuming guitar, and I
Hey, lastly, really quick, what about the pickguard material? It looks like the
what I did is I just took
aluminum?
the normal pickguard material, and I think it was a black tri pickguard, our black ones were there. Was it? It goes from
black,
white, black, or whatever. But what I did is I put a piece of our early Formica when we did the American-made Reverends. It's called Ridge Aluminum.
Right.
So this is actually Ridge Aluminum, where we made the early American-made. We made a few American-made guitars out of Ridge Aluminum. The back plate on the bass contour is Ridge Aluminum.
Oh, it's glued on or something?
Yeah, I just fucking epoxied it to the actual pickguard. And what I did was I kind of stressed it out to kind of match the guitar, because I didn't want like brand new fucking aluminum, to a stressed body. So I just took a fucking blowtorch to this.
Okay. Jesus.
So yeah, this guitar actually means a fucking whole lot to me, because it was an entire fucking summer I fucking spent on fucking putting this thing together. And I thought, oh, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good, but playing wise it's not gonna be that cool. But it's one of my best sounding fucking guitars, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's amazing.
So anybody out there, if you got young kids or something, after I die, keep an eye out for this. This will go somewhere and get recirculated in circulation.
That's for me.
Whoever ends up with it.
Well, I'm gonna outlive you, so
yeah. Hey, maybe you will end up with it. I mean, just make sure you were the first person that comes over here after
I'll
I
come
die.
to the garage sale.
No,
green.
you know what? But I'm gonna out fucking live you, man.
That's not what I just said. I just said I will outlive you first.
No, I'm gonna live to 124, at least 124. I know that for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. So it's only going to be some of my younger cousins and nephews and shit that outlive me. So maybe one of your younger kids could end up with this guitar.
Yeah, like they do anything.
It doesn't matter. Ain't gonna be worth shit anyways.
Anyway, well, that was a fun little Easter egg. You know what I mean? I might have to chop this up and put it on its own on our YouTube channel.
Whatever you want to do with it.
Once again, thank you all for tuning in. We have to adjourn. I have to start drinking and watch the TV, which I usually don't really do. But we appreciate everybody. So, hey, have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Over and out.
Boop.